Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining my co host Mary and I for another Spiritual Learning Thursday. Every Thursday, we go over a different topic. After we play the video on the topic, we'll take any questions that anyone has and we'll try to answer them the best that we can. If you have any ideas on what you would like to learn about in the next upcoming videos, please leave a comment. We will be with you shortly. If you would be so kind as to take this time to give a like and share out the video, it would be greatly appreciated. Sit back, enjoy the show. Thank you so much again for coming. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? This thing is odd. They started this new thing. It doesn't have the picture up anymore. Hey, Kim. Hey, Scott. Kim, thanks for sharing. So I don't even know if I'm here or not. Used to have the picture, had the circle when you were talking, and it moved so you knew you were talking. Now I don't know nothing. Anywho, strange and unusual. Okay, there you go. Well, it's not terrible. Hey, Ryan, how are you? So today I haven't heard from Mary, so we're just gonna do it ourselves. We're gonna go over um shamanism and shamans and see what we could learn. I put a whole video together for you guys. Hey, Colt, welcome in. Um, so we are going to, of course, do that. Hey, Charlie, how are you, sweetheart? I guess I'm okay. Well, that's good. I feel the same way. I guess I'm okay. I guess so. I got my Halloween outfit on already. I figured I'd match with my pumpkins. So, yeah. So, that's it. Just having a coffee. But yeah, I'm sore but good. Oh, well, I'm usually always sore somewhere, the neck, the back, the hip, the hands start I'm a damn mess, but you know, yeah, that's just a monster it. Has little ghosties on it. I don't know. The shirt is a pumpkin. Pumpkin. But it's a little chilly, so I even got my blankie, which has skulls on it. I figured we better stick with it. Como se va, crazy? I don't know what that means, but it was a graveyard smash. Yes, it was. I like the fall look. Me too. I normally like fall, but usually like hey Dak, honey, how are you? Usually at this time it's not this chilly in New York. So this year we had no Indian summer and I kind of missed that. I like it to go, you know, slow into fall. Not that, I'm wearing no sleeves and sweating to I need two sweaters. Like I don't like that. I don't like it, not one bit. Means hello, how are you? Well, aloha to you, Colt. You say it in that language and I'll say it in Hawaiian. Yes. So thank you all for coming. Like I said, Mary's been going through some stuff, so I wasn't sure if she would be here today, but I said no. I come every Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday are my live days. So um and I got the video done, so we might as well do it. I'm gonna figure out what to do for next week. Yes. But um yeah, so we might as well learn about shamanism. I say hello, you say how are you? Hello, how are you? um yeah, so I took the kids and Molly to some waterfalls last weekend. Ooh, that sounds lovely. I just got up and I'm making coffee. Oh, well, you tell me when you have coffee on June's too. I made my coffee before the stream. Oh, even my cup has skulls on it. So we're really in the Halloween mode today. You did great. That's right. So, yeah. So we will try. I have my low budget setup here with the two phones and everything. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. I didn't. I did so. I said aloha to you. I said aloha, Colt. I'm going to say it in Hawaiian. Aloha is hello, isn't it? Waterfalls, waterfalls sounds so cool to me. Hot in Florida. Oh, yeah? You're still hot there? No. Not here, as you see. But yeah, it's okay. We're doing it. Like I said, I would have liked to have a gradual, a very gradual. That's how I like things, gradually. I don't like to go from boiling hot to chilly in one day. I don't like it. I like a gradual little thing. But I feel like there was nothing gradual about this. I feel like we just went right into like winter practically. Shirt and shorts for me. Oh, that's nice. Oh, it's still hot there too. That's nice. Last year, and I'm so mad because if Danny would have came this year, he would have been. We would have been so much better off. We might have been able to do more things too. He came last year, right around this, the end of September kind of deal, middle of September to end of September. And it was in the 90s. We were dying and cranky and all that. And he's not used to that heat being from Canada, right? And me, I was already done. I was already done with 90. I wanted like 70, 75, 80, okay. But no, it was like crazy Indian summer last year. Crazy. So really, it has been in the upper 60s here in MA. Well, this year it's been cold. It's like, it says it's 71, but it's chilly. It's not 71. Not in my backyard anyway. Maybe, on the top of the Empire State Building or something, but not here. It's chilly and it's windy. But that's normal, I think, for you, right? In there in Massachusetts. Damn, Massachusetts. That's what MA is, right? Massachusetts. Yes. I think it's normal. Anyway, Ed, you're also on an island. That's true. I am. I am surrounded by water. Well, at least I'm mostly on one side. So, yeah, somebody asked you. Alrighty. We usually jibby jabby just for, until 6:20, and then I'll play the video just to see if anyone else comes in. I was watching. Um, I love I love Benny and Diane when they get on their kick. What's going on in the presidential with the presidential stuff. Oh my God! And they were really going today. Um, and I got so caught up in their live stream. Thank God I said it for 5 minutes later because Jonathan was like, "Oh, are you doing your live stream inside? Because I really want to eat." And I'm like, "No, I'm going outside. I have time." He's like, it's 6:50 something. It's 5:50 something, and I looked down and it was 5:58. I was like, "Holy crap! I have to go do my live stream. Can't be sitting here listening to Diane and Benny." Never been there. MA, Massachusetts. Yeah. The crappiest state in the union. Is it a red state? That's why I'm sure it is. Mm, I try. I don't ever want to move to a red state. Only blue states for me. I'll go visit the red states, but nope. No, it's ultra blue. Really? Well, that's good. Although I'm in my own state of Scott. There you go, Scott. Um, my friend was telling me, I don't want you to move, but if you have to move, you should go to Tennessee. It's cheap there. And she's like been bringing it up a few times. I'm like, is she trying to get me to move to Tennessee? Does she want me to like leave? What's going on? So I was like, okay, I'll mark it down. She's like, yeah, right up like near the mountains. I'm like, no, 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 I'm not living near or up a mountain. There's landslides, there's mudslides. I don't know what there is. There's shit that goes on the mountain. I'm not going there. And she's like, no, don't live on the mountain. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna live on the mountain or under the mountain. I'm gonna live further up. She goes, well, if you go to the town part, it's gonna be more expensive. I said, listen, don't be put me under no damn mountain. Then all the smoke comes down, and you won't be able to see my house. God no. Anywho, so thank you so much for Ryan and Charlie and Scott and Kim and Evie for coming in and Colt and Dak. We are going to, I think I got everybody. We are going to, I guess, play the video because we are alone here. Christina Mystical and her husband would be happy to visit. There you go. Uh, I'm sure. I'm sure not. They're on the mountain. Oh yeah. Well, if I don't live on the mountain, they'd have to go all the way. They'd have to go all the way down their mountain to come see me. Alrighty. Also putting it. Okay. I so want out of the city. I hate it. I want to live off grid. And I don't mind living in a little more. Hi, Molly. How are you, sweetheart? I don't mind living in a little more of a secluded, like when I was in Long Island. I didn't realize the sound difference. So when I moved back here, I was in Long Island 12 years. So I grew up here all my life, went to Long Island for 12 years, came back here to the exact same, like 2 blocks away from where I grew up, right? Not even. It's around the corner. But so anyway, so I come here and the noise, I can't stand it. And they're like, and everybody I talk to, it's not noisy here. You should live in the Bronx. I go, "Look, I don't live in the Bronx. I live here, and I'm telling you, it's freaking noisy. Anywhere else you go, it's quiet. Like what in Long Island, it's not like this. I mean, you'll hear some cars and stuff, but this is like all day long. There's ambulance, fire engines, cops, planes, trains. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, take a break. It's just a noisy damn mess. So I wouldn't mind, going back like towards Long Island or a little upstate. I don't want to live off grid. I like my internet, but um, yeah, I the noise here is just ridiculous. So that I understand. Oh, I'm glad you're doing well, and I hear you have some nice pictures of waterfalls. Um, I have to drink Evie's coffee on our game. Alrighty, so let's set up our live stream so we can watch the video. Oops, my big fingers. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. Let's turn this around. Settings, camera. Aha. Here we go. It isn't loading. Oh, okay, Evie. What are you doing there that it isn't loading? What's we doing? Oh. Don't annoy me. Okay. Oops. All right, we're not doing bad here. I'm getting better at the setup, I think. We're getting better at the setup part. Yeah, why not? There we go. All righty. I can't mute myself, so you'll hear some background noise only because if I mute myself, you can't hear the video. Right? So here we go. Let's make sure the sound's on. Hello and welcome to another spiritual learning video. Today we're going to go over shamanism. It is a religious practice that has emerged in many cultures throughout history and is often associated with indigenous and tribal societies. It is characterized by the belief that shamans have the power to heal the sick, communicate with spirits, and escort souls to the afterlife. Shamanism is not an organized religion, and practitioners use a variety of techniques to enter a trance state, such as movement, singing, chanting, drumming, prayer, music, ingesting psychedelic herbs, extreme physical exertion, ritual alcohol consumption. Shamanism is an ancient healing tradition and, moreover, a way of life. It is a way to connect with nature and all creation. The word shaman originated from the Tungus tribe in Siberia. Anthropologists coined the term and have used it to refer to the spiritual and ceremonial leaders among indigenous cultures worldwide. The word shamanism can be used to describe the ancient spiritual practices of these indigenous cultures. Clearly, the countless similarities between various ancient traditions play a role in the continual generalization of the word. Over the past few decades, the term shamanism has been popularized throughout the Western world, especially in New Age circles. Today, it can be difficult to distinguish between traditional forms of shamanism and modernized. One can view it as the universal spiritual wisdom inherent to all indigenous tribes. As all ancient spiritual practices are rooted in nature, shamanism is the method by which we as human beings can strengthen that natural connection. Shamanism stems from nature itself. Shamanic practices tap into the power Mother Earth has to offer, and the ancient indigenous teachings are derived from the simple truths of nature. Shamanism is not only concerned with the health of an individual, but with also the health of an entire community. This includes all people, plants, animals, and all of life. Daily spiritual practices allow for the continued and exponential growth of both body and soul. The goal is to create internal and external harmony with all creation. Learning to approach and connect with sacred places is an intrinsic part of shamanism. By honoring natural wonders such as rivers, lakes, mountains, and caves, we reawaken and invigorate the energy of the land. Ceremonies to honor spirits of nature help promote harmony and balance. The path of shamanism never ends. It is believed that as long as the ceremonies continue, the world will go on. It is generally agreed upon that shamanism originated among hunting and gathering cultures and that it persisted within some herding and farming societies after the origins of agriculture. It is often found in conjunction with animism, a belief system in which the world is home to a plethora of spirit beings that may help or hinder human endeavors. Opinions differ as to whether the term may be applied to all religious systems in which a central personage is believed to have direct intercourse with the transcendent world that permits him or her to act as a healer, diviner, and the like. Since such interaction is generally reached through an ecstatic or trance state, and because these are psychosomatic phenomena that may be brought about at any time by persons with the ability to do so. The essence of shamanism lies not in the general phenomenon, but in specific notions, actions, and objects connected with trance. Shamanism, as practiced in Northern Asia, is distinguished by its special clothing, accessories, and rites, as well as by the specific worldview connected with them. North Asiatic shamanism in the 19th century, which is generally taken as the classic form, was characterized by these following traits. Number one, a society accepts that there are spiritualists who are able to communicate directly with the transcendent world and who are thereby also possessed of the ability to heal and to divine. Such individuals are held to be a great use to society in dealing with the spirit world. Number two, a given shaman is usually known for certain mental characteristics, such as an intuitive, sensitive, or eccentric personality. This may be accompanied by some physical defect, such as an extra finger or toe, or more than normal complement of teeth. 3. Shamans are also believed to be assisted by an active spiritual being or group thereof. They may also have a passive guardian spirit present in the form of an animal or a person of another sex. 4. The exceptional abilities and the consequent social role of the shaman are believed to be the result from a choice made by one or more supernatural beings. The one who is chosen, often an adolescent, may resist this calling, sometimes for years. Torture by the spirits, appearing in the form of physical or mental illness, breaks the resistance of the shaman candidate, and he or she has to accept the vocation. 5. The initiation of a shaman, depending on the belief system, may happen on a transcendent level or on a realistic, or sometimes on both, one after the other. While the candidate lies as if dead in a trance state, the body is cut up to pieces by the spirits of the yonder world or is submitted to a similar trial. The spirit's reasoning for cutting up the body is to see whether it has more bones than the average person. After awakening, a rite of symbolic initiation, such as climbing the world tree, is occasionally performed. 6. By obtaining a trance state at will, the shaman is believed to be able to communicate directly with the spirits. This is accomplished by allowing the soul to leave the body to enter the spirit realm or by acting as a mouthpiece for the spirit beings, somewhat like a medium. 7. One of the distinguishing traits of shamanism is the combat of two shamans in the form of an animal, often reindeer or horned cattle. The combat rarely has a stated purpose, but it is a deed they feel compelled to do. The outcome of the combat means well-being for the victor and destruction for the loser. 8. In going into trance, as well as in mystical combat and healing ceremonies, the shaman uses certain objects, such as drumsticks, headgear, gown, metal rattler, mirror, and staff. The specific materials and shapes of these instruments are useful for identifying the types and species of shamanism and following their development. 9. Characteristics, folklore, and shaman songs have come into being as improvisations on traditional formulas used to lure or intimidate animals. Some selection of these or similar traits may be found among traditional cultures everywhere in the world. Such traits, however, do not necessarily indicate that a culture is shamanistic, as the central personalities in such systems, sorcerers, medicine men, or healers, have obtained their position through deliberate study and the application of rational knowledge. Although they perform ceremonies, hold positions of authority, and possess magical abilities, the structure and quality of their transcendental activities are entirely different from that of the shaman. Shamans differ greatly in quality and in the degree of expertise and adaptiveness. Hence, shamans may be classified into three: great, intermediate, and least, according to their powers. Thank you for joining us for another spiritual learning video and learning all about the shamans with us. If you like this kind of content, please check out our spiritual learning playlist for more. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. We'll see you next week. Okay, let me see if I could turn you guys around. Okay, here we are. So I hope you guys found that one interesting. All those different like steps and all that stuff I found super interesting. I have never heard some of that stuff before. Oh, thank you, Evie. So I found it interesting, like super interesting. I was like, and that's from like 3 different articles that I thought were good. So um, the fact that that they're chosen by like the divine, and basically literally tortured until they accept their destiny is quite something. Like, is that like really like, something they do? I don't know. I'd have to ask the spirits, but very interesting, you know. I'd say after about 5 minutes of torture, um, I would be like, okay, fine, whatever. That, you know. Oh, thank you, Dak. Um, I'd be like, yeah, yeah, whatever. Just yeah, let's do it. Just leave me alone. I wouldn't. It wouldn't take me years. That's for damn sure. Although, hey, honey, how are you? Although you don't know that kind of the same thing happens with spirituality. Like, how long were they trying to give us awakening and we just weren't having it? Um, now that you think about it, like, you know, they might have been the reason why we had so much trouble in life is because you weren't listening to your calling, you know. They had I just did it in general, but they had a lot of different like uh, um places around the world who practiced it. um I think it took like a screenshot of just the like main ones that Google gave me, because it was more in general, I guess, the ones that I was looking at, because I just wanted like a general overview. But where's my screenshots? But it talked about the in the Yupik, the American Indians, Korean, and Serbian ones. So the Yupik um, are believed to have supernatural powers and perform underwater journeys to the mother of animals. And the American Indians, uh, which is the central part of the religious life of many American Indian people, believe in this. The Koreans' narratives include myths such as princes, um, gangsmen, and the Chagangban Peri myth. I don't know what these are. We'd have to look them up. And then in Siberia, their practices and beliefs have been recorded in many parts among the Yapik people. So they believe the same as the others. So, but they didn't do like specific, I guess. Those were the ones they gave me. Um, but since I was doing really in general of like trying to find like the most classic, because like I said in the video, a lot of it modernized or offshoots of what society changes over the years, so then you get like offshoots of things that were hey Krista love, I was in my young life. My mind was closed off. It only took 48 years to open my mind. Yeah, poor Martin. Yeah, that was about the same for me. What the hell? I only really, really got into it 6 years ago, right? Um, I knew there was other stuff going on, but life happens, right? Yeah, you have kids, you have to work, you don't have time because you're working 70 hours and the kids are screaming and all this stuff is going on. Your daughter doesn't want to go to school, It's like, who the hell has time, And that's all society's fault. So, you know, shit happens, right? Sorry about your day. Should I listen to you sooner, right? That's what I always say. And I always go back to that story when I was 16. If I would have listened to my gut that was screaming at me and not my mother, maybe, who knows? We would have went down a different path. You never know. When I was 12, when I had that crazy feeling of deja vu, instead of being afraid of it, I should have maybe, went with it to see like where it was going to take me. But you're a kid, you're like, nah, that's okay. I'll wait. um, because you think you have all the time in the world, but hey, Crystal, honey, but it doesn't help you. Which is why when my son was 10 and he started going through something, I was like, no, we better address it, not push it aside, and then let him decide for himself. But he kind of did. He was like, once he realized what it was and he knew he wasn't crazy, he kind of put it on the back burner. Recently, has said to me like, "Oh, I would like to like talk to them again." I'm like, "So talk to them." you know. My daughter keep my busy, and she was born in 2002, so yeah, I was very busy. Well, there you go. Yeah, my daughter was born in 1998, and my son was born in 2005. So I just got over one pain in the ass to go to another one. The modernized world doesn't really teach about it, so people would think they were going crazy. Well, that's right, they would. Um, but obviously, the back in the day, people knew it, right? But that's the first thing society makes you think is that you're crazy. Um, it's the first thing. The school thought my son was crazy because he saw animal spirits, and I said no, no way. I go, he's not crazy. There's a reason. And they're like, yeah, commit him. And I'm like, no, that's not what we do. We get to the root of the problem. So I took him to a psychologist, a child psychologist. They told me there's nothing wrong with him. So I said, well, if there ain't nothing wrong that you can find, there's nothing wrong that the psychiatrist is going to find, right? Well, psychiatrists always want to put everybody on drugs anyway. But so that's why I went to the psychologist first. So I was like, no, if he thinks there's nothing wrong except typical kid stuff, which is hard being a kid, right? You get the bullies, you get the all sorts of stuff, right? So you have school. School is daunting. They want you to just work, 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 and do. So it was normal stuff. And I was like, okay, so the normal stuff really isn't contributing to this kid seeing spirit animals. I don't think, animals, that are not there. So I said, no, it's ghosts. And that's when we started this channel. I took him out for an investigation. Once he saw it on film for himself, and it was on his film that he caught, he was like, oh, okay, that's what I see. And I'm like, okay, so then that's what it is. Spirits. Probably they're just wanting to talk to you and hang out with you. They don't have anybody else. He goes, yeah, but is that normal? I go, well, why wouldn't it be normal? It's lots of ghost stuff. I go watch it on YouTube. There's tons of people, you know, believe in this stuff. And once he realized he wasn't crazy, that other people were going through this and that was what he was seeing, he was like, oh, okay. And he just like put on the back of his mind. I never had a problem with the school again after that. Um, and he's like, what should I tell them if they ask? And I told them, well, tell them your mother's a paranormal investigator and, all these spirits are hers. That's it. Fuck them. I did work 60 plus hours at the job when she was born. She did tell in her teens she could hear voices and wasn't people in the house living. Well, there you go. I'm confused. What are you confused about, sweetheart? What I was saying about the about my son? Hey, Kelly love. Sorry. It's okay, you're late. I'm sorry you missed the video. But it will go out after. Somebody will remind me to take it off unlisted. Probably I should do that now. Set it up. What is National Boyfriend Day? Oh, I guess that's like Mother's Day when you give thanks for your mama and you give her a present. I guess you have to give your boyfriend a present too. I'd rather have National Cookie Day though. Or donut. Ooh, I would like to make some donuts maybe, or I would like to make a snack tonight. But I have a crossover after this, so I don't think we can get to that. Maybe tomorrow after the stores. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is because they have National Coffee Day, National Donut Day. So National Boyfriend Day must be the day where you give thanks for your boyfriend, like Thanksgiving. I'm assuming then they have National Girlfriend Day and all that stuff. Manage videos. Let's see if we can put this out without too much headache. Schedule. Today is the 3rd. And it's 7. Sure, okay. I hate this new stuff that they have. You gotta do like a whole bunch of crap. Like, does your video have altered content? I'm like, what is altered content? So I had to go read it. It's like if you're putting someone in a bad light that's not true. Like basically if we took Donald Trump and we said that he killed somebody, even though it's a skit and it's supposed to be for fun, you're supposed to say that it's altered context or content. He really didn't kill anybody, right? And I'm like, oh no, I don't have any of that in my videos. It was made up in 2014, and yes, National Girlfriend Day is August 1st. Well, there you go. See that? So it's not made up. It was added to the national days. Every day is a national something day, I'm sure, because there's so many things. I don't know how there's not enough days in the year. Like, coffee and muffins should go together. Um, National Coffee Muffin Day or Coffee and a Bagel Day. They should add two together. I think it's in October, actually, if I'm not mistaken, the coffee one. Let's see. I could be lying. I haven't been working at Starbucks for a while now. National Coffee Day. September 29th! We missed it. I thought it was like in the beginning of October, but it was the end of September. September 29th. Lord have mercy. When's National Donut Day? June 6th. There you go. Don't forget it. National Ice Cream Day. July 20th. National Pizza Day. February 9th. tomorrow is what national day? Yeah, tomorrow. What is? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, they have a lot. Okay. Um, World Animal Day, Kids Music Day, World Smile Day, National Body Language Day, World College Radio Day. What the heck? Wakey Wakey Hospice PJ Day, National Trucker Day. There we go. Okay. All these other days. So it's National Truckers Day tomorrow. Hey, Scott, it's a holiday for you. It's National Truckers Day tomorrow. There you go, just for you. But what happened? Mhm. Oh, congratulations! It's your anniversary. I'm talking to you I'm taking you to the store. Oh, thanks, Diane. Yeah, take us with you. 15 years. That's a lot of years. Wow. I stayed on and off with my son's father 21 years. That was way too much. Should have stayed a childhood romance and been done by 20. Oh, I guess I wouldn't have my son then. But right after him, it should have been done. There you go. Ten forgive. I just got back from the store and needed my iced coffee. Well, there you go. You don't make your iced coffee at home? I made an iced espresso like smoothie today. Bananas, peanut butter, a little caramel syrup, milk, ice, and espresso blended. Yum. That was my lunch. And then after this, I'm going to make dinner. I don't know what I'm going to make, but yeah. Yep. Ice cream for dessert later tonight. Ah, that sounds good. I might be able to make ice cream fast because I have whipped cream already made. I think I do have a can of sweetened condensed milk, and I definitely have canned fruit. I could make ice cream. Oh yeah, you're liking they're liking that idea. Craving it badly. Yeah. It's kind of chilly for me to eat ice cream, but I'd rather have the ice cream if it was on like cake or pie or something of the sort. Hmm. I guess we can make our 2 ingredient donuts and put them in our little things and throw them in the nuker and in the nuker, the air fryer. Cake, yes, yes. It's better on a hot cake. I think so. It is, it is. Ah, you are in stream with only audio. Well, thanks for sharing. I know because I'm going to have a cigarette. I don't have on this one because usually Mary's with me, but I have to get a screen that says, something. Oh, I do have this one. We'll be right back. But I'm here, but I'm not because I'm smoking. But anyway, it's a cute little dragon anime person. Sometimes, but I buy the Stoke or whatever is available. The store I go to has a maple cinnamon French toast flavor. Uh huh. You know how much money you're spending on that? When you could just put a cup with ice and brew your coffee. And if you get a big thing of syrup from Amazon for $6, caramel, whatever flavor you want, they're not more than 10. And you put a little of that in there, and and you just, oh, and you know what I have, Krista? I have one of those things. What do you call them? The frother, the electric one, and it does cold or hot. And I just, put the milk in there and put it. Oh, so yeah, so I make everything at home. All you need is a little frother and a coffee machine. It could even be a K-cup machine. Whatever you got, and I make them. Make lattes and all sorts of stuff. $3 for 32 ounces. Hmm. I don't know. I could drink 32 ounces fast, I think. I think I could drink it too fast. I buy a big humongous thing of coffee for $7 on Amazon. And then and then I always have milk in the house, right? So yeah, I don't need and I always have my coffee syrup. Anywho. Ice cream is what the roommates call, oh, flowers, leaves. I know what you mean. My Dunkin' Donuts coffee is over $4 for me. I know. I used to every day get a coffee from Starbucks. And then even when like I moved here, have my own apartment, like I would go get coffee out and I was like, what are you doing? Just get a coffee machine, girl, and make it at home. You know how to do it. And I did like the best 50 bucks. The 50 bucks, basically the coffee machine that I wanted, the deluxe one, was $250. But Keurig had a special during the holidays, and you get it $50 if you order, I don't know, uh, your coffee pods for them from them. And you had to order like, I don't know, a box a month or something for a year. Well, I was like, fine, whatever. So I ordered the coffee pods all at one time that I needed and for the year, right? And so that got rid of what I needed from them, and I just love it. I love making the coffee any way I want at home. Every time the coffee syrup ends, I get a different flavor. So like this week was caramel, like, well, this month. It takes about a month. I only use very a little drop of it in my coffee. So the caramel is gonna be finished, and then I have vanilla. When the vanilla finishes, I guess I should get something fun and exciting. I do like shortbread, or I do like salted caramel. I should get salted caramel. Yeah. But even when I worked for 2 weeks, 3, well, 4 altogether because I had the training. But when I worked in January, the only place to get coffee was the Dunkin' Donuts, right? And so I said, no, I won't make lunch. I'll have a coffee from Dunkin' Donuts and a little sandwich. It was like $15 for a coffee and a sandwich every day. I was like, no, that's retarded. So I would just make peanut butter and jelly and get the coffee because the coffee wouldn't stay hot. I like hot coffee. Um, from the morning. So, I was gifted a Keurig 4 years ago from the wifey with a big box of pods. Oh, there you go. My Keurig. Oh, let me take off this picture now. What the heck? My Keurig has the coffee frother attached to it. I've had Starbucks maybe a handful of times. I don't like them. Well, I worked there and I got very used to it. I liked it more when I made it than anybody else because I know how I like it. But which is why I said, why don't you just bake it at home? It's gonna be cheaper and better, and it is because I can make it any way I want. I could use espresso. I can and make a latte, or I can make a every single day. I have cafe au lait, which is coffee with steamed milk. And once you start having coffee with steamed milk, you never go back to regular coffee ever. You always have cafe au lait because it just tastes better. Like coffee is hot, right? So it's not meant to put cold milk in it. You gotta steam your milk. Anyway, my mother was Dunkin' Donuts person. All she did was drink. You know, they used to have the super size. Now they don't make it anymore because they realized when they poured it in, it was the same as the regular size. So, they don't make the super size and charge you more anymore. But back in the day, she used to get the biggest one and walk around with it all day at work until lunchtime when she would get another one and walk around all day with that one. And she was always losing it, you know. And but yeah, she wouldn't go anywhere without Dunkin' Donuts. I don't like Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I feel like it's always burnt. The only thing I'll drink from Dunkin' Donuts, which is probably why it was a little more expensive too, is because I'll only drink either a latte or a cappuccino because they have to make the espresso shot there at the espresso machine, right? You can't. They're not gonna pour the old coffee. So every time I go to Dunkin' Donuts and I would get a regular coffee, I'm like, this shit is burnt. So I would only get a cappuccino or a latte. I'll never forget one time during the pandemic because the Starbucks was closed and whatever, but the Dunkin' Donuts, for some odd reason, would be open. You just had to, there only was like two people allowed in the store at a time and you had to stand far apart from each other, right? But so I went to the Dunkin' Donuts um, to get a latte, right? So I got a large latte and I was about to be so happy. And I took a sip and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this? And I opened it up and it was just steamed milk. And I went back there and I was like, there's no coffee in here. And when they opened it, she opened it and she's like, oh yeah, there's no coffee in here. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, I forgot your shots. And she went to put the shots. I'm like, no, it's been too long. You have to pull new shots. The hell is wrong with you? Like, I was so mad. I'm like, this coffee $5 fucking. You better damn pull new shots and you make a whole new one. Like, what's wrong with you? Medium iced mocha with extra oat milk is my order. No, I don't like any of that fake syrups stuff from the. When I get the coffee syrups, I get the all natural ones from. They taste way better. Hey, Carl. A few good hours. Well, that's a true story. I did the video already, and we just really went over it in general, just so people get the idea of what their practices are and stuff. Like, I tried to look at traditional, the traditional kind of, because the modernized, forget it. You would need. Plus, there's like all different parts of the world who do it different ways, right? So really we went over in general, the general consensus of what goes on. Um so yeah, that's what we went over. But yeah, we would need a long while. Even Dak was saying, what about the Australian ones? I'm like, no, didn't have anything on that, but I didn't look specific for specific ones because I was doing an in general overview of what it is. We could always go more in depth into it if you guys want, but we did a real generalization of kind of the classic form. of of it. There was something sparkly behind my head. I don't know what it was, but it was sparkly. Hmm. No, I should give you guys a little view of the pretty sky here, maybe. There we go. So if anything else sparkles, you could see. The last time we had a hole right above the tree, a thing of different colors, different colors, different colors. We couldn't figure out what it was. Um, I only saw it that week 2 times, and then I never seen it again, so I don't know. Don't know, don't know. I still don't know what it was. So yep. I bet Carl knows a lot about it, but I'm sure you it's different from Finland to Celts. It's 11 different systems I know. Oh, there you go. I was just going to say you probably know of a lot of different ones. Yeah. And like I said, we just kind of tried to go over the classic because they were like, by the time the offshoots and the modernization of it all came into play, um, and you lost the kind of either inheritance part or picked from the divine, and just people were like just learning it, um, it took on a different kind of form, from what it was originally. So that's why we kind of went with the general classic traditional form of it. But yeah, I think the video, hey Kathy love, I think the video is out. So you guys can definitely watch it on the channel for whoever missed it. Um, it went out at 7, I think I said it for. So like after we watched it, it went up so you guys could see it and re-go over it. Um, but Carl doesn't need to because he knows everything about it. But for anybody else who wants to go over it, it went out. So I find all these super interesting and all the different things we're learning. Does anybody have anyone that they want to learn for next week? It's a unique place. And if you could, and nature, great. Oh, if you like, and nature, if you like nature, it's a great place. There you go. I gotcha. It's probably beautiful. When I think of Finland, I always think of It's a Small World in Disneyland because they have like a little spot of Finland, and they have their cute little outfits and their clogs and stuff. And that's the only image I have of Finland in my head from It's a Small World. From I that ride, I would have liked to kill whoever made it. I don't know if it's a ride, attraction. You go in there. No, it's kind of a ride. I think you're on a boat and you go through It's a Small World, and they just keep playing the song over and over again in this annoying, like, it's not even a nice version of the song, right? It's some crazy, distorted kid version. And then, like, and everything's dancing and moving. And, like, it's like, I'm like, why can't we leave? Why? The Maori, New Zealand, has a few links with Native American and Australian Dreamtime. Ooh, yeah, the Native Americans, they said, were like the ones who kind of coined the name of the shaman. I'm sorry again, Lord. You're gonna get tired of me. I'm sorry. Been a rough month and week. I understand. I just woke up, slept through the alarm. I should sing that song if I visit there, but the Finns might not like it. No. Nope. And if you never went on that ride on Disneyland, I'm sure you can find a video on it on YouTube, so you could be just as annoyed as I was. I got a lot of European nationalities, so I wouldn't be surprised if Finland is one of them. There you go. Um, yeah, I played the video. We did the Shaman's Day, Mary. What did the shaman? Um, and I was just asking them if they had any ideas for next week. What they would like to see. Poor Thor is working 70 hours a week. His hospital has gotten very busy. I don't know. He had the mask on again, so I don't know if they're like going through a COVID phase again. So he's been busy. He works at a hospital. So as soon as he's ready, we'll do the Celtics one, because he's going to come up and talk about the Celtics. Um, my son said we should do Norse mythology, so I might do that too. My dad's parents, while pregnant with him, came here on a boat from Italy. Ooh, they snuck him in, huh? In the belly. Hey, Autumn, boo hoo to you. Boo, I have my, see my shirt? I got my pumpkin shirt on and my Halloween baddie sweater with ghosties, and I don't know, it has ghosties, it has jack-o'-lanterns and skeleton bones. My blankie has skulls, my cup has skulls. We're ready. We're ready for October. Super ready. My father, my grandparents, I think, came here right before he was born. Or maybe he was super, maybe he was like 1 or something. But they came here from Italy too, from Sicily. And my grandfather fought in the war, and my grandmother was a seamstress in the war. My favorite month, yeah. Finland held on to old beliefs, a lot of written stuff on magic stealths and workings. Ooh, I'm sure that's interesting. We should do their beliefs. At least it's not a bare bones stream. There you go. No, it's too chilly for me to be naked. Plus, I don't think YouTube allows it. Plus, I don't want to scare all the ghosts that are the neighbors' ghosts be like, "What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing, lady?" That's not how we do things. Yeah, we should do it something on Finland. Yes. Kim. Yeah, no. The 500 of them will be like, "What are you doing?" Or some of them might want to see it. Tell them you have a skin disorder. I did do a stream once. I remember it was so hot. It was like, I don't know, 80 degrees. 80 degrees. It was like almost 100 degrees. 80 degrees is okay. It was almost 100 degrees. I just remember it being so hot. So what I did was I got on my bikini. I sprayed myself in the backyard, and I had a stream in like 10 minutes, but I was so hot I couldn't sit in my
room to do it. So I did it in my bikini soaking wet is how I did my live stream. Yes, that was fun. Actually, I think Boomer came up on that stream with me at one point. I was like, no, it's hot. I don't give two rats' tails. That's how it's going. I've been listening, but away from chat. I know you're playing June's Journey. I know you are trying to get that money up for the Halloween stuff. Yes. Have you seen the 1974 film called The Wicker Man? They researched all the rights to do the film. Really? No, I wasn't born yet. So I did not see it, but I will research it and watch it. Norse mythology sounds good. Yes. Heavy. Yes, I knew that. Because that's what I do in my spare time too. Play June's Journey. But right after the stream, I have to eat. And then I have to do a crossover. And then no, Carl, that sounds scary. Oh, I don't like scary movies. I hope it's not too scary. Then the kiddos can watch it and tell me about it. They laugh at me because sometimes I put on things, and they're kids stuff usually. I don't put on scary movies. I don't. So I don't know what kids think we were watching. Maybe it was Goosebumps or something, and they had somebody go to jump out, and I cover my eyes, right? And they freaking laugh at me. They're like, "Oh my god." They're like, "Lady, you talk to ghosts and shit, but you covered your eyes for the little Goosebumps show." I don't like it. I don't like the jump scares. I don't like blood or none of that. None of that I want to watch. Is it scary? I don't know. But we can maybe listen to it audio only and not see the scary stuff. And then I can learn about it with just the audio. If it's scary, we're not gonna play the movie. I want my art project later on Messenger and which you. Ooh, good. You're gonna. I love. I actually really liked your toilet paper holder. You have to design one. Here you go, Scott. A stand-up one because I like to have my extras. A stand-up one that kind of looks like a witch, metal, and she holds it, and you can pull it off the witch's hands. And underneath her skirt, there's the whole extra. Design that. I gave you an idea. Christopher Lee part funded it and played the head lord of Summer Isle, a real place. Wow. 83 fams. What if you're not having anybody? So what are you supposed to do? Oh, if you don't have you mean for boyfriend or girlfriend day if you don't have anybody? Um well then that's the day I think you're supposed to look. You're that's the day you're supposed to look for somebody. It can be done. Of course it can. Kathy said she's coming over to play. Of course she can. And we're going to eat dinner right after this. So then you could eat too. She must see all the kiddos in the background. And she's like, I'm going to go play. What are we doing here? Just celebrate yourself being awesome. That too, NH girl. That too, Krista. For the project idea. Yeah, that keep you busy for that keep you busy for a while, a week at least. But it doesn't it sound fun, like the witch standing up and under the witch's dress, like you'd open her dress, she'd have be a button dress, and you'd open the buttons on the bottom, but really you're opening a compartment, right? And you'd have all your extra toilet paper, but then her hands will be the roll where you would put on one roll to have. Yes, because some people don't have the other thing. That sounds so fun. Evie, it's not scary. A good twist in it. Oh, okay, so if it's not scary, then we can watch it. I'm gonna watch it too. I did celebrate it with my ex. Well, there you go. It would take a while to make. Yes, I'm sure it does. I gave you a lot of detailed ideas on it. She did see them. I asked the pendulum, and she said, yeah, she could see the kiddos, and she was really excited because the penny had a big swing. Oh, there you go. Pendulum was like, yes, I see them, and I'm going. Sorry, Mama. See you later. See you later. They're going to be in the box of toys back there, I'm sure. I'm sure, I'm sure. I can kind of picture the design in my mind. There you go, Scott. Yes. You got to design a whole bathroom soon. Shower curtains, the witchy thing, and the toilet bowl cabinet thing that will look really like a spooky old um what do they call it, apocryphy cabinet. Oh yeah, I could go on. If I had money, do you know what my house would look like? Man, maybe I just need one of those 3D printers to print everything out. She knows Jerry looks after me when she's gone to Auntie's house, of course. Oh, really? Edward Woodward of Equalizer. Hmm. Sure, it could be done, of course. I love the witch toilet paper craft idea, right? I'm sure I can make something, but not on that big of a scale. I could probably do a trash to treasure kind. Well, it won't be trash to treasure. I could do it on a paper towel for a paper towel holder for your counter in live, not on the computer. Like I can, I can do it. I'm more than sure. I can get the idea. So I could do it on a little scale for a paper towel holder, not like for a big one for like storing a whole bunch of toilet paper rolls. But I can, I can maybe do it on a paper towel holder. She said she knows of Vincent, but she doesn't like him. She loves Jerry. Well, there you go. Um, well, did you find out why Vincent was there yet, Evie? Yeah, I could try it. It I've piqued my own interest, I think. Because you could put fabric around to make the dress, and then, you could pull the paper towels out from under her dress. I don't know. Might be a little weird, but it will still cover your paper towels. And it will look cool as a decoration. So yeah, I'm gonna try that. See, I gave Scott an idea and myself an idea. I just don't have a 3D printer at home, but if I did, it could be interesting. That's right. Right, Scott? Imagine the things we can make. And the hot glue gun company will go out of business. Because we just got to 3D print everything. I could retire all my hot glue guns. Although I still might want to make it. Evie, did you take a picture of what the little ghosties they made? I want to see. You didn't send it to me. I did a ghosty project, and Evie liked it so much she decided to do it with the patients at the nursing home. And then she said she did it a little different way. So I'm like, oh, I'm curious. I want to see how she did it. Oh yeah, but just looking at the design of it, and it's in 3D, so then you'd be able to see it open and stuff, right? Christina and Scott's Printing Enterprise. That's right. The things we can make, and we could sell on Etsy. What do you think? Yeah, I would think. I think we could like show the design and say, okay, made to order, and why don't ship same day? Yeah. um, no, it's gonna be made to order because you don't want all that stuff if nobody buys it, right? So made to order, so it's gonna take a week. You show the picture, then you say, okay, we make these. You make one so they could see it, and then it's made to order, and then, because what if they want a different color? You know, that'd be so cool. We have these colors. You can have the witches dressed in black, purple, or orange. you know, like you can have them match with their color scheme. So it'd have to be made to order. Yes, no. That's a good idea. I will send the pic on Monday because that is when I go to work and decorate the dining. Oh, for Halloween. Hi, Candace. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're well, my friend. Yes, we make quality items. That's right. Well, the printer does. We just come up with we make awesome designs. Um, yeah. Thank you all for being here and listening to me yappy yappy today. Um, the video was quite well explained itself, I guess. Not really too many questions. I like these ideas. There you go. Um, well, it's a good because if you make something and then somebody doesn't order it, or they're like, I would have ordered that if the dress was green, but no, the made to order. That's how you do. Good to see you too. All is well. Very good, Candace. I'm glad everything's well. Um, yeah. So the video went out, like I said, that we showed earlier for anybody who missed it. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna get going because I gotta eat, do a crossover, and I probably have to go to the store too, to tell you the truth. I need I roll my own cigarettes because it's just cheaper. New York got crazy. They want $20 a pack. $20 a pack. No, yeah, I smoke weed for that. But weed gives me a headache. Why I don't do it? So the tubes that you get, so that it's the little $15 machine from Amazon stuffs your tubes, right? But I think I only have a few tubes left, and I don't know if I'll get through to the morning, so I might have to walk. I may have to walk and get some tubes. But yeah. What is everyone having for dinner? Wow, that's a good question. I'm probably gonna have pasta. Pasta and the pasta? Should we have pasta tonight? I don't know. I get 4 packs for that price. Yeah, there you go. Everywhere else. But New York wants, I think the cheapest one they have is 18 right now. Or 17.75, something crazy like that. I was like, screw you. I get a big, humongous bag of tobacco for $50, and the tubes are $5 for 250 of them. So we get ours at the Indian reservation, $3 for a pack. Yeah, I don't live next to the Indian reservation anymore. It would cost me to go to the reservation in Long Island. First of all, it would take a day. Second of all, because there's not a lot of trains that run there. So by the time I would get there, I'd have to leave 7 in the morning, basically. Go all the way down to all the way to the ends of Long Island. That itself would take 2 hours if I'm not on an express. Then I have to walk. It's from the train station. The reservation is like a 40-minute walk. The Long Island Railroad costs about $30 to go there. Like, it's a whole big pain in the ass because I was thinking I should do it, but I was like, no. And I started doing this, and I didn't think I'd like it, but it's the same shit. So I was like, just walk to the corner, smoke shop. Well, it's a little further than the corner. A few blocks is the smoke shop. They sell the big thing of tobacco, whatever. I ordered the little machine, $15 from Amazon, and I make my own. Put whatever kinds of tobacco you want. Geez, I guess you could put weed if you wanted to. Whatever you wanted. Fish fillet from McDonald's. I made an art piece. Had a wood wall made to look like an old prison wall with cellar doors. Missing was glued and taped a 6-foot box sprayed black with cobwebs. Ooh! And dark red latex across it. That sounds lovely. You're gonna have to send me a picture, Carl. Steak for dinner. That's nice. I don't eat the animals because I'm afraid they're gonna eat me one day. Plus, I love my spirit animals, so I don't eat any of them. Because I don't know all the ones I have, I'm sure. So, you know. Once in a blue moon, I'll have tuna. And about once every 6 years, when my friend's mother invites me for dinner, she makes chicken cutlets, organic, because her brother has a farm. So, yeah, and I'll eat that. So every 6 years, I'll have a chicken cutlet that she makes me because you can't tell her no. And then, and then, once in the blue moon, maybe once a year, I'll for some reason want tuna fish. I don't know why, but once in a blue moon, I'll be like, Jesus Christ, I want tuna. I don't even know why, but I will do it. You don't drive? Luckily, you have mass transportation. Our buses stop running at 6 p.m. Oh, yeah, no. Here in New York, they never stop running. I mean, it gets far and few in between, like in the middle of the night, of course, but they never stop running. But there at the Long Island Railroad, that's why I said I'd have to go 7 in the morning because to get out of where that place is, I think the trains stop running a certain time to that stop. So certain stops they won't run to, but because they're dangerous. But other than that, they'll run. The buses are not great in Florida. They were shitty in um what do you call it in Long Island too. I always had to take Uber if I wanted to go to like if I was rushing somewhere because you can't or a cab because you couldn't wait for the buses every hour. If you're in a rush, you woke up late, you have to go to work, you're taking a cab, you're not taking the bus. If you use rolly paper, you can control the amount of tobacco you put in there. No, you could still control the amount you put in here too. By I lift the thing up and I let it go through my fingers because I can't. I can't put all the tobacco, like if I left the thing down and it filled itself, I can't smoke it because it's so tight. We packed, so I do it with my hands. It works. It works. The roly papers don't work for me because I couldn't roll it because my hands don't work that way. I'm not coordinated enough to roll no damn cigarette myself. The machine has to do. The machine has to fill the tubie. Plus, I like the fact that they have the filter, and I don't have to buy separate filters and none of that shit. None of that. No, no rolling paper. No, try to put in the filter and the tobacco and roll it together. No, I am not that coordinated. Always have said eat meat should fully deal with animal and prep it. Yes, that's right. Right. You should fight with it. Jump in the water, get the fishy out of the water, and then eat it. Yeah, if you're hunting and you need to, of course, Um, well, Ryan, if we don't see you, if we leave before that, have a great supper and a great weekend, and we will see you next week, Wednesday and Thursday. I will be back. Because I said good night, but yeah. What is the reservation? That Long Island reservation called? Starts with a P. They're trying to tell me because it's a name that I probably cannot pronounce. I always want to say Pocahontas, but it's something else. It's not the one in I just Google it and Google will tell us what it is. The Long Island Indian Reservation. The Long Island Indian Reservation. Okay. Oh no, not the one in San. I want the other one. No. Oh, here we go. I'm like, they always want to give you the Shinnecock one, but that's all the way out in the Hamptons. But there's one closer, and to New York and to where I was anyway, is Poosapatchcook. Poosapatchcook. Yeah, it's Poospatuck. There it is. Yeah. No, I don't want to open anything. I should just put it copy. I'll put it in the chat. So there's two. There's the Shinnecock, but that one is like I said, all the way in the Hamptons, and the Hamptons are a pain in the neck to get to. I guess unless you drive and you're near there. But other than that, no. Um, hey, I'm like, am I live? Oh, okay. It told me that I wasn't live, and I was like, what? There we go. I put it in there for you. That's what it is. I can't say it, sorry. But that's the name of the reservation. That I used to go to because, like I said, the other one was too far. Take way too long, cost way too much money to go to the Hamptons because that's where all the rich people are. So I can imagine they have rich cigarettes too. Hey, you know what that means when the light goes off and doesn't want to turn on? Ah, it means it's time to go. You're welcome, Dak. All right, guys. Hunting would not turn out great on crutches. No, would not. It would not. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. I've only ever been on the East Coast once, but I really loved it. Providence, Rhode Island. I had a friend who lived in my fa- um my son's father's um relatives live in Providence, Rhode Island. So I did go there once and it was nice, but they lived on like a little hill thing. Um yeah, and he also had some family in Connecticut. So I did see a few things. But yeah, this way is nice too. I wonder how much kilo of Virginian leaves cost. I don't know. Thank you, Scott. But thanks everybody for being here. Like I said, if you want to catch the video and you weren't here about shamans, go click on it. It is ready. We'll see you next Wednesday and Thursday for readings. Yes, Wednesday we do Divination Wednesday, so we'll catch you for the readings. And next week, I'll do something for Spiritual Thursday, and hopefully Mary be here to join us. Maybe she'll be feeling better. I hope. Fingers crossed. Prayers to everybody who needs them, and good thoughts and love. And I love you guys, and I'm glad you all came in tonight. Play the outro for you. Once I find the end screen. There's the pretty end screen. There's me watching the city and the big comet that's gonna hit it. Alrighty, here we go. Outro.
Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. We are so glad you came. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Is everyone gone? Huh? Good. Oh my gosh, my cheeks are killing me. I can't keep smiling like this anymore. I'm exhausted.